welcome back. Now, as Namibia gears up for its presidential and national assembly elections, political punchlines, a Namibian election comedy show, is set to combine humour with political commentary. Scheduled for November 24th at the Village Opera House in Windhoek, the event features top comedians such as Iileka, Zita, and Courage the Comedian. The show aims to offer a light-hearted perspective on the political landscape, fostering dialogue while also entertaining the audience. Joining us is none other than Namibia's crème de la crème of the comedy scene, Mark Kariahuua. Mark, good evening and welcome.
Hi, Nina, how's it going?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm fantastic, man. I'm happy to be here. This is the #1 show to go to, it seems. Everybody has been here except me, so I finally made it.
I love it,
Yes.
and I endorse that statement 100%.
Yeah.
Mark, you've, when it comes to the Namibian comedy scene, your name is one of the first names to pop up and that we associate, with that. How would you summarize your journey as a comedian over the years?
Traumatic. I'm kidding. No, it's really, really fun. Thank you for that. That's a nice compliment.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's interesting. You try and create these moments that transcends just a flyer on social media. And, comedy is a very specific niche, and you only get a specific time to engage an audience and leave an impression.
Yeah.
Essentially, you're telling everybody in the room to keep quiet and pay attention to me. So to be here over a decade later and hear something so nice, I mean, I hope it only goes further. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just blessed to be here, man.
What made you excited to be a part of Political Punchlines? You're also one of the acts on the show.
Yeah, man. Like most things in my life as of late, it started as a joke. Yeah, we had me and the comics, me and the comedian Acharob. He's a shout out to him. We were just having a banter on social media, just sharing stuff, memes, and then we ran into each other at an event, and we were talking about politics, and then I was like, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" He's like, "I'm thinking what you're thinking." I'm like, "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" So we came together and just produced a phenomenal show, which really encompasses the political climate, but in a very comical manner. We don't have late night television here.
Right.
We don't have like huge podcasts, but we do have the talent. And we knew if we were going to do this, we had to rope in the best of the best, and the comics are on board, and we can't wait for people to see what we have on board on Sunday. Yeah.
People might think that, being a comedian is all jokes, but it's actually very serious.
Absolutely.
In terms of your delivery and a topic like this, how do you, strike the right balance between humor, sensitivity, when addressing political topics?
Well, I think you want to punch up and not punch down.
Yeah.
And with one of the beautiful things about an event like this is we have such a diverse, eclectic group of comedians from different backgrounds. So it really helps with the sensitivity of it all. You're trying to portray a message, but also not trying to attack a specific.
Yes.
I know it's politics. It's a very sensitive time. People have been DMing me stuff like, "You need to say this." I'm like, guys, it's not a rally. It's not a rally. It's not. Do you need to have this energy next week, the week after,
Right.
at the polls? We're just gonna riff-raff and just have a nice conversation and engage with the audience. And it's a nice group of people who know what they're doing. So I'm really proud of the talent that we've booked for this event.
On that note, is there a specific political issue that you're most looking forward to tackling during the show?
Oh God, where do I begin? Man, these politicians are funny. Politicians are funny.
It's a serious matter, actually.
Man, yeah, they are seriously funny. That's what it is. I know. I was thinking like a lot of times, and I think we've all been seeing in the press when you read all this stuff, you're like, is this really happening? The stunts. I always feel like politicians, especially in an election calendar year, there's a certain performance art to it also.
Yes.
It's kind of like they're taking us out on a date. They're trying to charm us.
Yes,
They're telling us
yes.
amazing things. And it's like, when the honeymoon phase ends, like, guys, what happened? So, I think you try and strike a nice balance. Yeah.
How do you think events such as this, how will help audiences engage in politics in a more approachable manner?
Right. That's a beautiful question. I think we grew up with edutainment. It was a term, and I think we just took that a bit further because what we're trying to create youth engagement with politics. So many things I see. I don't tweet, I'm not on Twitter, but I see so many screenshots and I'm like, who's this person? This person needs to be a writer for us. Because the youth, they are so opinionated, us millennials and the Gen Z, and I think with something like this, you're trying to just build awareness in a proper way. And with that said also, I would like to also mention that we are having the Namibian Institute of Democracy, the NID. I'm proud to announce that they've partnered with us for this event. and they will be at the show. So there's a lot of voters information. Pull up to the show. We're not just roasting politicians. There's real information. A lot of people have been saying, I don't even know who to vote for. So there's a lot of information there. There's great volunteers from the NID. And I also do want to mention, bring your vote. If you are a registered voter, bring along your voter's card. We might give you some nice goodies if you can prove that you are registered to vote.
I love this.
Yeah.
So you can come and laugh, and you can also go home with maybe a manifesto of one of the parties,
Absolutely,
read up, etc.
Absolutely. I mean, our event is on Sunday, and the elections is
On
the week
Wednesday.
after, the
Right.
Wednesday. So it's kind of like a pre-party. It's a warm-up before, either
Yeah.
you celebrate very hard next week, or you'll end in tears.
Yeah.
So either way, we're just trying to have like kind of like a bit of a prelude to the actual elections. Yeah.
I love how the comedy scene has evolved. You guys are keeping up with topical
Yes.
issues in this manner, and not just making it all about jokes, but also adding, the serious aspect to it, educating people in a way that speaks to young people.
I agree. I think we've moved past the stage of where we're just, making jokes about a celebrity and a what or something that happened to you. I think people look up to us to give this kind of social commentary.
Yes.
And this is not just people in Namibia, everybody abroad. Shout out to all the heroes in the UK who've been messaging us, more UK, they want to watch. So we're going to also package it and see how we streamline it and how we put it out for everybody to see.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, your career's been illustrious, it's been lengthy, you keep managing to evolve,
Right.
and stay relevant. What's your advice, Mark, to, aspiring comedians trying to make a career within the industry, have longevity, remain relevant?
That's a lot of people ask me that question. Actually, no one really asked me this question. I just had to put that out there. But I think the thing about me is, and I was talking to my mentor also about this, I think it's very important to just have your own, not just artistic integrity, because we live now in a world where everybody is a brand. Everyone throws around the word, I'm a brand, I'm a brand, I'm a brand. But I think for me, just personal integrity. Like this, I think because we all know what we want, we all want success in whatever way that might look like. But another element to it is also, what do you not want? And once you figure that out, it's so beautiful, because there's a lot of things that I get approached to do, and I don't do it. It's great, maybe the check is nice, maybe it's great for clout, because I can do with more followers on IG, but it doesn't align with me. So once you have that integrity within your scope of yourself, I think it's a great compass to moving forward, because it's a complex industry.
Yeah.
You need to be a lot of things for a lot of people at the same time. But once you have your boundaries and you know what you're into and what you're not into, then you're good to go.
That's a beautiful answer. Before we wrap up, just remind us again, event details, all of that jazz.
Right. Okay, cool. So we are having a comedy show. It's a Sunday session. I really want to stress that out, because a lot of people have been asking me, is the show on Fridays? It's Saturday. We're trying something new. So it's Sunday. It's a nice, mature, chilled Sunday session, a comedy one. So please behave. It's taking place at the Village Opera House right here in Eros. And tickets are available at Web Tickets. So get them at Web Tickets online. If you don't have a smartphone or computer, you can go to Pick n Pay, any Pick n Pay nationwide, and pull up and come have a great time with us. It's going to be a joy.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, so lovely. It's a pity I can't be there, but you guys have all the fun, and I look forward to seeing snippets on social media.
I'm going to specifically create snippets just for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Mark, it was lovely having you here.
Thank
Don't
you
be
for
a
having me.
stranger. Come back anytime.
I will, for sure.
That was Mark Kariahuua speaking to us there on Sunday. Political Punchlines, a Namibian Election Comedy Show happens. Get all the details from socials, buy a ticket in advance, and support them. Of course, it's not going to only be laughs and giggles. As he mentioned, the NID is supporting them in this venture. If you'd like to read up last minute on some electoral or elections information, they'll be there to provide that and perhaps also answer any questions you may have. On that note, we wrap up today's edition of the Daily Roundup with Nina. We're back again tomorrow, same time and place. From myself and the team, it's good night. Thank you for watching.